So we have problems on parallelogram law of vectors. So that is the first question. There is a body which is rolling on a surface, and this is the rolling body, and after half revolution, what is the displacement of the point which is in contact with the floor? So after half revolution, this will go forward by a distance pi r. And what is this one? This is 2r. And this point is now here at the topmost point after half revolution. Okay, and this is nothing but displacement of that point. Displacement is nothing but root pi r whole square plus 2r whole square. Okay. So you take r as common, and then the answer is pi square plus 2 square means 4 under root. That is the answer, okay? And what is the angle here? Tan phi is equal to 2r divided by pi r. Now r got cancelled here, and phi is nothing but tan inverse 2 by pi with the x-axis. Okay? This is opposite by adjacent, okay? Tan inverse, this is the x-axis, okay? Second option. So, ఇది గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, ఇది ఎంత ముందుకు వస్తుంది, హాఫ్ రెవల్యూషన్ తర్వాత పై ఆర్ ముందుకు వస్తుంది. ఎంత పైకి వెళ్ళింది పాయింట్ పి, ఇక్కడ ఉండేది 2r పైకి వచ్చింది, ఓకే? సో సెకండ్ క్వశ్చన్, there is a vector b, a bar, b bar and c bar. So this is a bar, and there is a vector c bar which is cutting the midpoint of this PQ line. Midpoint is R. Okay, what is the relation between a bar, b bar and c bar? Now I will take this as a vector QR bar, and this as another vector RP bar. Now if I add this vector and this vector, I will get this vector only, na? Triangle of vectors. B bar plus QR bar is equal to C bar. And similarly, C bar plus RP bar is equal to A bar. Closing side of the triangle taken in the reverse order. If I add these two, I will get this. And I know that QR bar is same as RP bar. What is RP bar? We got A bar minus C bar. What is QR bar? C bar minus B bar. I can equate these two. This is the midpoint, na? So these two are equal vectors. So I can equate this and this. Okay, what is that? A bar minus C bar is equal to C bar minus B bar. So A bar plus B bar is 2C bar. That is the relation. First option. Okay. Next, third problem. Let us do the third problem. The resultant of two vectors P bar and Q bar is R bar. P bar and Q bar, the resultant of these two is R bar, okay? And if Q is doubled, then the new resultant becomes perpendicular to P. Suppose I draw a vector P like this, P bar, and this is Q, and this is the resultant. Suppose this is the resultant. Now this Q is doubled. Increase the length of the arrow. Now it is 2Q. Now the new resultant is perpendicular to P. Let the new resultant is R dash. That is perpendicular to P. Okay. Now what he is asking is, what is the magnitude of R bar? So what is R bar? R is nothing but magnitude. What is the magnitude of R bar? I will write like this, modulus P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos. Angle, what is the angle between vectors? Let this angle is beta. Angle between vectors is 90 plus beta. Okay, first we will find this. What is this? So what is tan alpha? tan 90. This is the angle made with the resultant with vector p bar. So tan alpha is q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Q means here 2q I have to write. 2q sin 90 plus beta divided by the formula ఉంది కదా tan alpha formula and b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. A is here, it is p plus 2q cos 90 plus theta. But we know this is k divided by 0 because tan 90 is infinity. So I can equate this 0 with this. 0 is equal to p plus 2q cos 90 plus theta. So what is this? Instead of 2q cos 90 plus theta, I can write minus p na. 2q cos 90 plus theta, 90 plus beta, no, that is beta. I can write 2q cos 90 plus beta, or I can write minus p. This I will substitute here, and that is modulus of r bar is root p square plus q square minus p into, instead of 2q cos, I will write minus into p. Okay. ఇక్కడ 2q cos 90 plus beta బదులు minus p అని రాయొచ్చు. అంటే p into minus p square కదా. This is minus p square. This plus p square and minus p square will get cancelled, and the answer is q. Okay. Only two formulas we are using here. One is magnitude and one is direction. Tan alpha formula is b sin theta by a plus b cos theta. Here alpha is 90 degrees, okay? But we know tan 90 is infinity. So infinity is nothing but k divided by 0, so I can equate the denominator. So this condition I have substituted in the first equation for finding the magnitude of resultant. Okay? Right? అర్థమైందా? Right. I'm erasing this. Okay. Next question is this is the fourth question. Fourth one. Resultant of two vectors p and q is of magnitude q. Resultant of p and q has magnitude q. If the magnitude of q bar is doubled, if magnitude of q bar is doubled, okay, now the angle made by the new resultant with p bar, now the angle made by new resultant with p bar, that is a question. So what is this? Q is equal to root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos, let us take this, q is like this and p is like this, and resultant is somewhere here, and it is its magnitude is q na. Its magnitude is this, the magnitude of this is q. Magnitude means length of this vector. And if q bar is doubled, that means now it is 2q. Now the new resultant is like this, perpendicular to, now he is asking what is the angle made by the new resultant with p bar. So we have to see what angle it is making. So let the angle between two vectors is theta. So I can write cos theta plus, this is parallelogram law of vectors magnitude. So squaring on both sides, what we have, q square is equal to p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. I can cut off these two things and minus P is nothing but 2Q cos theta. So this is equation 1. And now, what is the formula for tan alpha? 2Q sin theta by P plus 2Q cos theta. But we know from the first condition 2Q cos theta is minus P. 2Q sin theta by P. Instead of this I write minus P. So denominator is becoming 0. Tan alpha is becoming infinity. So alpha is 90 degrees. So this becomes 90 degrees. New resultant makes an angle 90 degrees. Okay. This is becoming infinity now. And that can only take place when alpha is 90 degrees. Tan alpha 90, tan 90 infinity hai kada. Okay. So, okay, 1 minute. And the question is this, there are two forces, 2 root 2 newtons and x newtons, and the resultant of these two is perpendicular to x and he is having a magnitude root 6.
Sir, my voice వినిపించట్లేదు sir.
Mute లో ఉందా? Okay. So the resultant of these two is perpendicular to x and is having a magnitude root 6. And now what is the angle between two vectors? 90 plus beta. So here what I write, p square, a square plus b square plus 2ab cos 90 plus beta I have to write. What I have to write? Cos 90 plus beta. Because the angle between two vectors is now 90 plus beta, okay? This is one equation. Let us do squaring on both sides. And I have to find two unknowns are there. 90 plus beta is one unknown and second unknown is x. So I need two equations to solve that. First equation is this. I will just simplify this further. 6 is equal to x square plus 2 root 2 whole square is 8 na? 8 plus 4 root 2 x. What is cos 90 plus beta? Minus sin beta. Minus sin beta, okay. Second quadrant cos is negative na? Okay, this is equation 1. And what is equation 2? Second equation, what you can tell about second equation? Tan 90 is equal to, this is the resultant na? Resultant is making 90 degrees with x. So b means 2 root 2. What is the angle between two vectors? 90 plus beta na? B sin 90 plus beta divided by a means x only na? X. This is a, this is b, second vector. A plus b means 2 root 2 cos 90 plus beta. Cos 90 plus beta. Okay. So what is tan 90? Tan 90 is some constant divided by 0. Infinity na? So this I will equate to 0. That is the second equation then. X plus 2 root 2. What is cos 90 plus beta? Minus sin beta. Minus sin beta is equal to 0. Okay, then what is x? X is nothing but 2 root 2 sin beta. This is equation 2. So I will substitute this second equation here. Substitute equation 2 in equation 1. This 6 is equal to x square plus 8 minus 2 into 2 root 2 sin beta. X is also there. 2x I have taken outside. 2x I have taken outside. Okay, sir, mute lo pedtanu. Okay. 2x I have taken outside. 2 root 2 sin beta. Instead of 2 root 2 sin beta, can I take x? Yes. So that is x. So here x square, here 2x square. So that is minus x square. And minus x square idu techukunte, that is x square. X square is equal to how much? 8 minus 6 is 2. Then x is how much? Root 2. Okay. So one of the unknowns we got, and what is the second unknown? 90 plus beta he is asking. What is this angle? Angle between two vectors. 90 plus beta is the angle between two vectors. So I will put this root 2 here. So root 2 and root 2 will get cancelled, and sin beta you will get half. Sin beta is half. What is beta then? Beta is 30 degrees. What is our answer? 120 degrees. Angle between two vectors is 90 plus beta, na? So 90 plus beta, that is 90 plus 30. So what is the answer? 120 degrees. Okay. The angle between vectors, two vectors. So two questions, we have two answers, right? Note down this. Okay. So is this fine? This is the fifth question. One more question we will do, right? Okay. Shall I erase this? So this is magnitude of resultant, this formula. Root over a square plus b square plus 2ab cos theta. Theta means 90 plus beta. And this is tan alpha. Tan alpha, what is the formula? B sin theta by a plus b cos theta. B means 2 root 2, na? This is a. Okay, just I am erasing this. So can you do these type of problems, right? I am erasing this, right? Okay. Just what is this? Next, sixth question. Two forces P and 2P are acting at an angle theta. P and 2P are acting at an angle theta. The square of the resultant of them is equal to half of the sum of squares. I have to write the question, okay? So the question is like this: two forces P and 2P. Note down, if you have the book it is okay, or otherwise note down the question. Two forces P and 2P, write down along with me, are acting at an angle theta. Are acting at an angle theta, okay? Right. If the square of the resultant of them, okay, is equal to half of sum of squares of their magnitudes. Sum of squares of their magnitude. Okay, what is the question here? Then theta is, okay, 4 options you have. So the 4 options are sine inverse 5 by 8, cos inverse minus 5 by 8, and cos inverse 8 by 5. This is not the answer. Why? Cos value cannot be greater than 1. C option you can eliminate. Okay, and 0 degrees. So these are the 4 options. What is the square of magnitude of resultant? Resultant means root p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. This is resultant, magnitude of resultant. What is saying? Square of magnitude of resultant. So I have to take out this root. Square of magnitude of resultant. I have taken out the root now. Okay, is equal to half the sum of the squares of magnitude. Okay, is equal to half the sum of the squares. What is the square of this p square? Na? What is the magnitude square of this 2p whole square? 2p whole square is 4p square. So now we have to find theta. So p square you take common, 1 plus 4 cos theta. Okay, is equal to, here also you take p square common. And what is that? 5 is you are getting. Here also 1 plus 4 is 5. Okay. And p square got cancelled. Right. And 4 cos theta is nothing but 5 by 2 minus 5. 4 cos theta, what is the LCM here? 2 is the LCM. So minus 10 minus 5. Minus 5 you got. That means cos theta is equal to minus 5 by 8. And theta is cos inverse minus 5 by 8. This is the answer. Okay, note down this. So you understood what is the question? Question, tell me the question. 2 forces P and 2P are acting at an angle theta if the square of the resultant. So I have not kept any root here. Root I have taken off because square of the resultant he is saying is equal to half the sum of squares of their magnitudes. Sum of squares of their magnitudes. Then we have to find theta. Okay, right. Note it down. Of their magnitudes. Question is like this. Okay. My appeal is that you should not get less marks when compared with other 2 subjects. Means maths and chemistry. Perhaps one student is very interested in chemistry or very interested in maths, neglecting physics. It is not good, because all technology we see is physics only. All technology we see around. So you should be well equipped with this formulas in your mind. Are you understanding? Okay. And MPC, if you are opting, certainly most of the students will be going for engineering, and without physics, how can you deal with the engineering subjects? Okay, it is a challenge for us. This is really a challenge, knowing all the physics. Okay, and I will just erase this. Okay, everything we have to go step by step only. I cannot tell all you the equations regarding the formation of universe and regarding the microscopic world at this time. Slowly, step by step learning is only correct. Okay, this we can erase. to do these type of questions. Problem solving. And if you are solving a problem, then we can understand that you understood the subject. Okay. Right. So next question. There are three vectors. Like this, there is a circle. Seventh question. There is a circle and there are three vectors. 1, 2 and the third one is here. All are of same magnitude. And this is magnitude is R and R. And this two are separated by an angle 45 degrees. And here also the angle is 45 degrees. Okay. This is OA bar and this is OB bar. And what is this vector? OC bar. Okay, and he is asking what is the magnitude of the resultant of these three vectors? OA bar plus OB bar plus OC bar. Anybody can tell this? What is the magnitude of resultant? In terms of R you have to tell. Answer is root 2R plus R. This is the answer, okay? Because first you take OA bar and OC bar. These two vectors you take. This is R and this is R. These two are perpendicular. Resultant will be exactly in between them. These two are equal, that is, magnitude is same, na? Resultant will be exactly at the center. What is the resultant of this? Root 2R, na? And resultant will be making angle 45 degrees because the angle between two vectors is 90. And the resultant of this should be added with OB bar. Resultant of these two should be added with OB bar. OB bar means R only, na? Okay, I will note down this. Resultant of OA and OC will be along OB. Along and add change. We can add it. Okay. Try Namma. Root 2R ki ఏది యాడ్ చేయాలి? R యాడ్ చేయాలి. This one. Okay. So easy question only. Next, eighth question. Eighth. I'm just erasing this. Tomorrow also we will do this parallelogram law of vectors only. Saturday I will teach you the graphs part. Graphs I have not taught you, okay? Different kinds of graphs. You know the straight line graphs, y is equal to mx plus c and all. We have other graphs also. Circle equation. If an equation is given, you can tell what type of graph we can get. If we are getting a circle or parabola or ellipse. Saturday we will go further. Cheppanamma.
Sir, once again explain that sum, sir.
This one, huh? Okay. We are having three vectors. What are the three vectors? OA bar, OB bar and OC bar. So OA bar is like this, OC bar is like this. What is the resultant of these two? Root 2R only, na?
Sir.
The root 2R ela vachindi? Root over R square plus 2 into R cos 90. What is cos 90? 0. So what is this? This is nothing but root 2R only, na? So this resultant is in the direction of OB bar. OB bar is like this. Root 2R is also like this. This is R. Now I have to add these two, na? They are along the same direction. This is OB bar. And this is, what is this? This is OA bar plus OC bar. And I want OA bar plus OB bar plus OC bar. I have to add these two. Certainly I have to add because they are along the same direction.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So I can erase this. Eighth question we will go. Right? So this is parallelogram law of vectors magnitude, okay. Root over p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. Mute పెట్టుకోవాలి. Sanjay, you have to keep your microphone in mute. Okay. Last problem we will do. Right. When forces F1, F2 and F3, last problem. When forces F1, F2 and F3 are acting on a particle of mass m, such that F2 and F3 are mutually perpendicular. F2 and F3 are mutually perpendicular. Okay. Then the particle remains stationary. Remains stationary. So this is F2 and this is F3. And the resultant of these two will be somewhere here. And F1 should be like this. Otherwise, resultant should be 0, na? Resultant particle is at rest means resultant should be 0. Okay. The resultant of these two should be cancelled by F1. Now what he said is, if F1 is removed, what is the acceleration of the particle? If F1 is removed, what is the acceleration of the particle? This is the last question. What is the acceleration of particle? 4 options I have. A, B, C and D. F1 by M, F1 F3 by M F1, F2 minus F3 by M, F2 minus F3 by M, and 4th option is F2 by M. What is the answer? First option is correct. Why the first option is correct? Because the resultant of these two should be exactly cancelled by F1. I can write F2 bar, F1 bar plus F2 bar plus F3 bar is equal to what? 0, na? Then F2 bar plus F3 bar is equal to minus F1 bar. అంటే ఈ రెండిటి యొక్క రిజల్టెంట్ దీనికి ఆపోజిట్ గా ఈక్వల్ గా ఉండాలి. The resultant of these two, then only net force is 0. Okay. If I remove this force, what is the magnitude of the resultant of these two? F1 only. So F1 divided by M is the answer. Okay. So first option is correct. Let me tell you once again. The resultant of these two should be equal to the third force. Equal and opposite to the third force. Okay. Then only the body will be at rest. The body will be at rest or equilibrium, moving with constant speed, constant velocity. Okay. Now what is it if F1 is removed? Then what is the resultant of these two? You know that the resultant of these two, F2 and F3, the resultant should be equal to F1 and opposite to F1. Okay. The magnitude of F23 should be equal to magnitude of F1, then only it will be cancelled. If F1 is removed, then what is the acceleration? Only this is remaining, na? This means F1. F1 by M is the answer. So acceleration is force by mass only, na? Okay. So if F1 is removed, resultant of F2 and F3 will act on the particle. What is the resultant of F2 and F3? F1 కదా. అప్పుడు ఇందాక క్యాన్సిల్ అయిందన్నా, ఇందాక క్యాన్సిల్ అయిందంటే what is the meaning of that? Cancellation of this vector means, okay, the resultant force is becoming 0. Now this F1 is removed. Now the remaining two vectors are there, na? The resultant of that will be acting. F23, but I know F23 is equal to F1. So what is the answer then? F1 divided by M is the answer. Okay. Any doubt? So you can leave after writing this, you can leave the meeting, and if you have any doubts, still you can ask. Okay. Connection.